These reseller, you know, they ship however they want, and then you're at the mercy of the slow boat shipping and the tracking and everything. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not reliable. When you buy from a reseller, you don't know how it's shipping or how you're getting it. Would I do a garage clean out stream? There's not much to clean out, 220, because we already did it. We already did a haul away where all this junk and stuff that had accumulated over the years, old furniture and shit, it's all gone. All we need to do in our garage is power wash it because it's dirty. The sides are very, very dirty. So we got to power wash the crap out of the garage, and then it's pretty much done. Good morning, Shuey. How are you? Good to see you. Okay, checking and time's still going down, which is excellent. Final Fantasy card I'm hoping for. I briefly looked into it. I think the best cards in the Final Fantasy set are colored chocobos, like all the different chocobo variants. But the thing is, I don't know if they're in the regular booster box, because like some cards are in the Marvel booster, you have to get them from like the collectors. I didn't get the collector's box. The collector's box is like not the standard box. So I don't actually know what the best cards are in the standard box. So I can't really answer that. Obviously, you get a Sephiroth. That's probably going to be worth a lot, right? Martin Shortbus says, IRL Power Wash Sim stream. I've Power Washed before. It's not fun. Seriously, like Power Wash Sim is like relaxing, right? Real life power washing is boring. You have to go over and over and over and over the same areas to finally get an effective clean. You really do. It's actually not that exciting. It's quite repetitive and boring. Madville, and of course I can afford the collection box, but here's the point. You get a standard booster box. You're going to get a lot of cards. You're going to build that deck or that set, right? Which is nice to fill it in, to see every card in the set, to number them, to grade them and price them and things like that. You're probably going to get some hits. That's cool. Maybe you'll get a valuable hit. I did. You know, I got Mjolnir, which is it's worth around $29, right? Pretty darn good hit for a standard booster box. You get a $29 card out of nowhere, right? That's cool. The collector's boxes are scams. Unless you get them from the manufacturer at launch for retail price, there's only 12 packs in a collector's box of Magic the Gathering, as opposed to 30 packs in a standard booster box, okay? It's significantly more expensive. Why? Because there's hits, but the hits aren't guaranteed, meaning you know you're going to get hits, but you don't know the quality of the hits. You could buy a booster box for hundreds of dollars, open the packs, and get the value of $50. You see? It's a scam. It's gambling. The regular booster box, you're building a deck, you're collecting, it's like a hobby kind of deal, and if you get lucky, you get some hits. Good for you. The collector's box is a scam for people who like to gamble. Like, that's the truth. Oh, look, you could get the Mind Stone Infinity Gauntlet in there. Yeah, 2 people got it out of the how many thousand that bought the collector's box. So you spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars extra in the hopes of getting something that doesn't exist. Just like what happened when I got Phantasmal Flames. Remember that early box of Pokemon cards we got? Do you want to remember how many hits we got? 4. You want to know how good they were? Like $5. That was it. We got jack diddly shit out of that super expensive box. It was an ultra ripoff. Why? Because it's a scam box. They're doing it on purpose. They're selling it for that price because they know you're gullible and you're trying to gamble to get a good card. So in reality, I probably would never spend that much money on a booster box or anything like that. Like, that just doesn't make sense. Why would I spend $450 to $900 on a box of cards that you know you're not getting the good hit? Can we please stop arguing? For God's sakes. All right, listen. I'm just going to say, stop arguing in the chat with each other, with mods. Can't people just fucking act normal and get along? I'm just sitting here having a fun morning show. Everything, the vibes are chill. I look at the chat, and we got two people going at each other back and forth, a moderator and a chatter, and they're angry with each other. Stop. Stop it. Stop getting mad at each other. Stop getting angry with each other. This is ridiculous. There's absolutely no reason for this kind of behavior. Everyone just relax and chill. It's a chill vibe stream. This is not, hey, let's start arguing in the chat over absolutely nothing. Just chill out. Oh my goodness. Do I prefer Pokemon or Magic boxes? Well, here's the thing, okay? It's about value, how much I get out of the box, etc. All right? With a Pokemon box in English, it's 36 packs, 10 cards a pack, but a lot of it is filler. And what I mean by that is you've got so many energy cards, so many dupes. There's tons and tons of dupes. And let's be honest, the reverse holos, they're just regular cards. They're shiny, but they're just regular cards. Like, there's not much added use or value to them. Yeah, they're slightly rarer. They're just kind of a waste. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the reverse holos are just filler and don't really need to be in the sets. Like, if American or English cards didn't have energy cards and didn't have the reverse holos, I think it would be much better. So what am I describing? I'm actually describing the Japanese cards. The Japanese don't have energy and don't have reverse holo. All they have is standard, holofoil, and hits. That's it. I like that. I like the streamline, standard, reverse holo, and hits. That I definitely like. The trade-off here is people prefer the cards in English. So even though I think I like the Japanese cards better than I like the English, the viewers like the English better because they can read them. So it's like, do you do the English cards that are full of filler and it's kind of boring half the time you're opening them? Or do you do only the Japanese cards, which are much better, in my opinion, and more exciting to open? You could get the sets quicker because the sets are actually a lot smaller sometimes than the Japanese cards, but then no one can read them. And people are upset. I don't know what it says. You have to hopefully know the Pokemon ahead of time, right? Now, in regards to Magic the Gathering, obviously they're all in English, so that's not a problem. There's 15 cards in a pack. I'll be honest, it's kind of exhausting. You know, like at first, especially when you open in a new set, those first few packs of Marvel, I was like, oh my God, what is this card? That's a token card. That doesn't have any value. Oh, okay, put that over here. What's this card? Oh, that's a standard card. Oh, wait, that's a accessory card. That's it. And then actually what I'm doing is I'm going to build a binder and I'm going to try to price out the cards to figure out what they're worth. And they're all categorized by element, just like Pokemon, which I didn't know, but they're actually by element. So now I got to put them into categories by element and stuff. It's very complex. I like them, and certainly there's a ton of cards. 15 cards in a pack, 30 packs in a box, right? That's a lot of packs. That's a lot of cards to get through. So the value is there for, you know, getting through the box. But also the problem with that is you might get a lot of dupes. And when you start getting almost all duplicates, it's boring again. You know what I mean? Like at first, I feel Magic is exciting. But by the time you get like halfway through the box and it's almost all the same cards again, it's like, oh, it gets boring. I do feel the Japanese Pokemon cards, that's like, for me, my personal preference, I think that's my favorite. But the viewers don't like it as much because you guys, you know, are like, oh, I just want to read the cards immediately. And we can't do that, so that's disappointing. I'm like, it sucks because that's like the best moving cards. You know what I mean? They're more exciting, more fresh things. You're through the box quickly, and then you can get onto another box. You know what I mean? Yeah, Can't Elope has given more than 100 kicks, but I have absolutely don't know how many they gave because they're doing it single, so I can't count them, which is what I've said all along. They'll be contributing to the stream, but I'll never be able to calculate it. Yes, Shuey, last night's DSP Pack Rips was great. That was a great episode, almost an hour long, tons of hits, right? Good hits. So that was an excellent episode. I do hope that today, here's what I want to do. Here's my goal for today. I want to finish the Pitch Black box, right? Like, I want to finish it off because now it's kind of lingering, and I actually want to get back to Stellar Miracle because we were actually enjoying Stellar Miracle. And, we didn't get to it. So I definitely want to do Stellar Miracle, hopefully today. Like, I'd like to get through these final 2 packs of Pitch Black and do some Stellar Miracle again. And then we'll see if the Pitch Black cards come tomorrow, we can continue. Or, depending on how long it takes for the Final Fantasy cards to come, we can figure out when we start with those. So, we'll see. But that's my goal for today. I want to finish Pitch Black. There's only 2 packs left. And get back to Stellar Miracle. So, we'll see if we can do that or not, right? What was that? That was... What was it? I can't tell because you guys are spamming single kicks, so I can't see who did the 100. It was Soul... Oh, it was a troll's name. I see. It was a dumb troll's name. I think the person's banned. Oh, never mind then. Guys, stop spamming the search command or I'm going to ban you. We don't want the whole chat filled up with the search command. Okay. Yes, Kyrie, I've ordered a box of Final Fantasy cards because last night I had so much support and that seemed to be what people wanted next, so I ordered them. They're coming this week. I just don't know exactly when yet. When I know, I'll let you know. My favorite bean? Oh, God. I don't know. Pinto. The pinto bean. There you go. Can we get the Pal World cards? I'm looking into it. All right, I may pre-order a box. They're only $50, so I may pre-order a box of Pal World cards. They come out end of the month, so it's a maybe. I'm not sold on it. I don't know if they're gonna be that interesting. And we just started playing Pal World. I don't know how long the game's gonna last, to be honest with you. Like, here's the thing: I don't want to buy the Pal World cards. They show up in a week and a half, and everyone's like, "No one cares about Pal World anymore. You're not playing it anymore. So why do we want these?" Right? That'll be frustrating. Is Persona 5 the longest JRPG I've ever played? Yep, that was the longest one by a mile. It was super long. I have both played and watched One Piece. I don't know what you're talking about. Someone just said, I thought you said you'd only open packs you know about, but you never played or watched One Piece. I've done both. I've done multiple One Piece game playthroughs on this channel, and I've watched the anime. And I watched the live action show. So what are you talking about? Which game? We played, what was it? Was it called like Odyssey or something a year or two ago? It was the RPG. We played the Musu game, the one that plays like Dynasty Warriors. We played that. And then years ago, there was another action-based platformer style game that I played as well. There's 3 different One Piece games I've played over the years. Yes, Kat did play Persona 5. The queue was down to an hour 15. Now it's up to an hour 33. It went backwards. I said to not spam the chat or spam the search. Low T God did, so Low T God's banned. He's an idiot. I said not to do it, and he did it. Yes, everyone relax. I don't know why people are so upset and getting at each other's throats. You notice it's chill vibes? Like, I don't get it. I'm just here, he's sitting here chilling, having a good time, and then people are, like, freaking out about stuff. Like, why? All right, well, Comedy Master should not be making jokes about cocks and sexual stuff. That's true. If he is, we warn him, and if he keeps doing it, then we time him out, and then if he keeps doing it after that, we ban him. That's okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm yawning. That's not good. I might need to get my coffee. Yes, I 100% think fighting games now cater to casuals. They're all designed for casuals. What's happened is, back in the day, fighting games figured that the best way that they were going to be prominent and popular was to be highly competitive and well-designed because it was head-to-head competition in person in an arcade. It needed to stand out. And that's how it did. It's like, oh, I want to go to the arcade and I want to play against people in a competitive setting. And it's very, put your quarter up. Who's got next? Who stays on the cabinet? Who's going to win the tournament? That's what it was all about back in the day. That was the design of fighters. Now, just like everything else, all fighting games want to do is sell mass copies. They don't give a shit if anyone actually thinks it's competitive. Like, take a look at Mortal Kombat. The last few Mortal Kombats, the last two particularly, were not good competitive games. Mortal Kombat 1 wasn't. It was a sales success, massive sales success, and everyone dropped it after like a few months because the game was terrible. All right, it plays like shit. Online's laggy. It's trash. But they don't care because they made their money. You see? That's what's happened with modern fighters, is that they just want to sell to the masses and keep selling DLC to the masses, and they don't actually care if the competitive nature of the game is good. Street Fighter 6 is not the worst Street Fighter ever, but it's certainly nowhere near the best when it comes to its competitive nature, but they don't care. There is an ongoing community that want to keep playing it, so they don't give a shit if it actually plays good. They just want people to keep sinking money into it, talking about it, and going to tournaments. And they are. The quality is terrible. I mean, take a look at EVO this year. It's the same shit again that you've seen 27 times. The same fucking guy won again. Who cares? Boring. But who cares? Because they keep playing it and putting more money. They're buying the next season pass already. Seriously, they are right now. The new season pass is starting. Oh, buy it, buy it. Why? You sit there and you complain the game is boring as shit because it's too watered down, because it's too cookie cutter, because it's too mashable. But then you fucking put more money into it because you're a dunce. And that's how the FGC in a nutshell. They all complain and whine, but then they put more money in it because they're dunces. So, you know what I mean? Nothing will ever change if they keep doing that. So, and yet they keep doing it. So what's happened now is the companies are realizing we don't even have to try. Like, all we have to do is make a game where every character plays exactly the same, all right? And you could do ginormous flashy moves and combos by mashing buttons, and people will buy it. And that's actually what's just happened, is you got games like Invincible Versus, right? And now you're going to have, I believe Marvel Tokon's going to be a similar game where you don't even need to do special moves. You're just holding a direction and pushing a button. It's instant special move without doing any input. There's no skill required to play it at all. It's just learn the timing, learn the abusable shit, mash buttons, win. Wow. What a great fucking game. It's not even a fighting game anymore. It really isn't. It feels more like a mini game for brainless twits than an actual fighting game. I really don't understand it. I don't get why anyone would like that at all. But that's where it's headed. They just want to sell copies, and until people realize this, recognize it, and don't buy into it, it will just get worse. Because it's exactly the same thing with Pokemon and all these games, where if people sit there and complain nonstop but still spend the money, then it will never improve. You have to put your money where your mouth is, or withhold your money where your mouth is, if that makes sense. If you think something's wrong, don't reward it with a purchase. And then these companies will actually have to try harder. But when you can't stop yourself from spending money, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there you have it. Nothing here says, I was never a good fighting game player, but I miss unique fighters and seeing people discover strategies you never thought of. It's cool seeing rock, paper, scissors type fights. No, I mean, that's the thing. Like, now, there is no era of discovery. There used to be a new fighting game would come out. And for the first 3, 4, 5, 6 months, no one knew what they were doing. So everyone you played was someone different, playing a different strategy, a different character. Everything was big variety, right? I would even argue to some extent that happened with Street Fighter 6 at launch. But now what's happened is, because everything is instantly streamed, everything is instantly shared, everything is instantly spammed online, now the meta, the high-end stuff is discovered within a week. So new character releases, within 4 days, everyone's dissected the character and knows the ins and outs, the mix-ups, the giant combos, and how to strategize and abuse that character, and everyone does it exactly the same. That's not good. Like, you took away the fun of the game, because part of the fun was exploring, trying, you know what I'm saying? Researching, try this in a match, try that in a match, let's do this, let's do that. But now it's all known already by the moment you're playing the new character. That's awful. That's terrible. That's shitty. Shitty. Like, literally, that's shitty. You've taken the fun out of the game. And quite frankly, yeah, I think this is a problem, because fighting games were really designed for an in-person experience in an arcade, that you would have to travel and or play a variety of players to really understand these games. And now you can just sit on the internet, watch someone stream, watch a video on YouTube, immediately just jump, copy, paste. Because again, there's no execution anymore. Execution is easy. Anyone can do it with simple practice. So now anyone can emulate the meta. And it's terrible. It's boring. It makes the game uninteresting. Because you used to go to the tournament or watch the Evo stream, right? Evo. Oh my God, look at these new strategies. I never knew that Guile could do that. I didn't know that Blanca had that strategy or combo. Now it's like everyone already knew everything beforehand. It's boring. On to the next tournament. That's not good. I mean, you've destroyed the interesting part of fighting games. Clay Dabbler did a £2 super chat, says, what's your opinion on Dead or Alive? It's a lot of style and not a lot of substance. And what I mean by that is the game looks good. It always has, like graphically and design-wise, stage transitions, bouncy characters, bouncy combos. You know what I mean? It's a lot of eye candy, and it always was. It was actually the first 3D fighting game on Xbox 360, and tons of people bought it just on its merits that it was the only modern 3D fighting game on Xbox 360 at launch. Okay? However, the gameplay mechanics are not very good. The game is based on rock, paper, scissors. There's punches, kicks, throws, and parries. Okay? And they all go in a big circle countering each other, so you're just guessing. You're literally guessing what to do all the time, and you're trying to guess a correct guess or a mix-up or a predicting parry or whatever. There's very little reacting, and there's very little... How can I say? It basically, because of the way it's designed as rock, paper, scissors, it doesn't have a lot of the strategy that older fighting games had. And the thing is, Dead or Alive's been around since the 90s. So it's kind of this simpleton's fighter. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, except now everything's becoming a simpleton's fighter. So, you know what I mean? Like, back then, it was kind of like, oh, this is the game. If you don't want to get too execution heavy, you can play Dead or Alive. And now it's like, well, now every game's like that. Oops. We kind of screwed up. You know? So, I just don't like it that much. I've played it to some extent. I played a lot of it on Xbox 360, again, because for a while it was the only major fighting game on there. But I don't love it, and I don't think it's a great competitive game. Shinzo Moon says, I have no idea what's going on. What do you mean? We're talking. We're just chilling. And we're going to start with Assassin's Creed probably in a moment here. So for the record, the morning show has now gone on for a little over an hour. I have an hour and 2 minutes left in my Pokemon Center queue. I was actually hoping to have it end by the time the morning show ended, but no hope there. So I guess we are going to start with Assassin's Creed, and I'll just have to keep my eye on it to see what happens. What just happened? Okay. What's my opinion on Spyro 4? You mean the new one, Spyro they're making? I think it's going to be interesting. I love Spyro. If that is what you're talking about. I don't know if there was a Spyro 4 already. All right. Oh, John says Black Flag Hype. Yeah, so again, guys, just a quick reminder, since we're about to end the morning show, if you like the content, please support it. If you're on YouTube, please give it a like. And outside of that, please support the stream in some way. Super chats, memberships, kicks, subs, tips, gifted memberships, gifted subs, all appreciated. Please, let's have a well-supported stream today. And let's finish those final 2 packs of Pitch Black today so we could get back to our set of Stellar Miracle. I'd love to do that. And like I said, later this week, not only do we have more Pitch Black coming, but we also have Final Fantasy cards now. So we're going to have a good variety of stuff to do in that regard. Okay? Starshine Radiant says, I don't feel online competitive games where a tenth of a second matters exist. It's very flawed. Like, well, here's the thing. A lot of online fighters today have been designed for online play. Like I'm saying, they're really not designing the games anymore for a competitive audience. They're designing it for the masses. So even if it means that it plays worse competitively, they'll make it that it plays well online. Does that make sense? Like when I'm playing Street Fighter 6 online, it may look like it's running well, but I could tell you it's not. Half the time there's delay. It's massively dropping inputs. Like I will do a move, press a button, and nothing will happen. Like, what? But the common person will be like, oh, that's great. It's the best online play ever. What the fuck are you talking about? It literally ate my input. It didn't give me anything when I did a motion and pushed the button. How can you argue that's the best online fighting game ever? Because it's made for casuals. It's made for people who don't get it, who don't know better, and who just mash. So this really isn't designed for an offline competitive audience. So, you know what I mean? But then here's the thing. If the players actually exposed it, then the whole community falls apart. Like right now, imagine if the top 20 Street Fighter 6 players around the globe said, yeah, we admit this game sucks. We admit the game's just not that good. It's designed for online only. It's designed for scrubs, basically. And reactions don't really matter. The game drops too many inputs. The game plays like it's very flawed. And we don't really like it, but we just play it because it's our job. What would happen? The community would fall apart. People would be like, oh shit. People would say the game sucks, and they'd walk away. So they're not going to do that because that's where the money is. They're going to keep playing it. They're going to keep hyping it. They're going to keep going to tournaments. You know what I mean? They're going to keep saying that it's great, even though it's not. Like I said, Marvel Tokon, I really feel like it's going to be a mess around game for me. Like I'll play it and mess around. Maybe I'll have a silly team or two to use, but I don't think it's going to be a fun competitive game in any capacity. I think it's going to be very similar to how Invincible Versus played, where it's going to be a mash fest and a bunch of people just spamming instant moves and combos and no strategy, just spam, spam, spam. Like I think that's going to be the whole game. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I didn't play it yet. I'll play it Friday, but that's where games are going. That's how actually they're literally designing it for that audience of just no thought, just mash and execute. Okay. All right, guys. Let's end today's episode of the DSP Morning Show. There will be another one tomorrow. Perhaps we'll have some big updates on stuff regarding everything. We'll find out. All right, guys. Thank you so much. See you in the next episode. Okay. Let us... Hold on a second. 1 second. Okay. Let us get ready for Assassin's Creed. Like I said, sadly, I'm going to have to keep my eye now on this Pokemon Center situation. Yeah, because now it's just 52 minutes, but I know exactly what's going to happen. It's going to clear, and I'm going to go to do it. It's going to be too late. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to go to do it, and I'm going to be playing and miss out because I'm playing the game. I'm going to miss my opportunity to jump in there and get something, even though I've been waiting for an hour and a half. It's going to piss me off. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, let's get set up. Yeah. Okay, and all right. I'm actually, since it's already almost 1 o'clock, I'm just gonna go get my coffee. It makes sense to just get it now, rather than have to take another break. No, you're right. The queue can move fast. It can jump, and that's the problem. Is I was hoping I would get through the queue during the morning show, because if I'm playing the game, I might get distracted by the game, and then next thing I know, I look back and the queue's over. I'm like, oh shit. You see? I know how it works because I've done it before. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Oh, hold on. Let's make sure this is working. Aha. There we go. I'm just gonna run and use the restroom and grab a coffee. Then I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna start with Assassin's Creed, and hopefully keep my eye on this queue. Okay? All right, so I'll be back in just a couple minutes. It won't be a long break. I'm not even gonna run ads or nothing. I'm not going to play highlight clips. I'm just going to go do it quickly and come right back, and then we're gonna continue. Okay? All right, I'll be right back. Gout is a disease that makes my acid levels much higher than most people's. And so if they completely soaked the sandwich in sauce.
Yo! Meerkat Mall.
Yo! Gourmet level burger. That's robust. Safe to swallow. Juicy, tangy, moist.
Cheeseburger.
Get it all over my face. Gourmet level burger. Tangy zip. Whirl, moist.
Burger.
Yummy and robust. Yo! I have gout. Gout is a disease that makes my acid levels much higher than most people's. And so if I eat certain foods, my acid level elevates, skyrockets, and then I get all giant swelling and incredible pain in my joints. So I'm gonna eat this burger live with you today and share what I think about it. I'm sure people are gonna be asking me questions about it. Yo! Juicy, tangy, moist, gourmet level, timed release of flavors. Burger, that's robust. Juicy, tangy, moist burger. Get it all over my face. Gourmet level burger. Tangy, whirl, moist
Burger.
Yo! Gout, 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 gout.
Cheeseburger.
My hand is completely covered in sauce.
That's right. This is the United States of Phil. I am the supreme being. I make the rules, and what I say goes. This is not a place for you to stand on your soapbox and complain about censorship and freedom of speech, because the bottom line is you don't have freedom of speech. This is my land. Control this desire. This desire. Take this desire, this desire.
Chocolate starfish! What?
Control this desire. Devour, take, do what gives you pleasure, and fuck everyone else. Devour. Control this desire. Take. Control. Take. Devour. Just care about money. I just can't help it. I'm so just enveloped in greed and money. I need money.
Alright, it looks like he's back. Let's go back to DSP.
There's a new anomaly, too. Okay, cool. Alright, here we go.
Okay, let's switch to another browser. That browser keeps giving me green screen. I don't know what the fuck that even means, but like, let's switch to a different browser because that's fucking awful. That's not working. Um, Real quick, we'll go to Firefox, and I will. Oh, y'all can't hear me because my fucking mic wasn't turned on. Yeah, so that keeps giving me a blue screen. So we're gonna switch. We're gonna switch things. That's horse shit. I don't know what the fuck that's about.
That was crazy good. Some upgrades I did are pretty useful.
All right, so hopefully that's better. I just downloaded Streamlabs, so if this is all, if the stream is very discombobulated, it's because I'm still figuring this shit out. But yeah, hopefully this is better because that wasn't working. Thank you for sticking by me with all these technical difficulties.
Assassin Gamer says, don't forget to check the crafting menu, because you can make upgrades for Edward. Okay, hold on. So, we can make increased smoke bomb capacity. Increase Edward's health. Ooh, let's do that. Currently restricted. Apparently, I can't do anything. You see, it says currently restricted. So apparently, we can't do any of the crafting yet. They haven't unlocked it in the game yet. Don't know why.
Good to rigging! They're Spanish, sir! Seems to be alone, sir! Four, Captain!
Oh, good. My Pokemon Center time just went up. It said, what, 15 minutes? Now it says 16. That's great. For those who don't know, trying to buy Pokemon cards in the modern day is a nightmare. You can easily buy them from resellers, but they cost way too much, and the reseller usually ships it however they want, so you never know when you're going to get it. If you buy from Pokemon Center directly, you get regular prices, and they ship really well. Problem is, in order to do that, you have to sit in a queue and hopefully get lucky and get in and buy it from the source. And I've already been waiting in a queue for 2 hours today. Oh, it's a friendly scooter.
Another ship come in! A bow, sir!
But, yeah. So basically, you have to sit in a queue for endless amounts of time, hoping that you can finally buy something off the site. The site doesn't work properly. So you'll sit there for hours waiting, and then finally get in. It'll be like, oh, you actually cannot do it. You waited all that time for nothing. You wasted your time. That's what happened one time. I sat here for 3 hours, I think it was, and it finally got to the site, and the site just endlessly gave me errors and wouldn't load or wouldn't do anything. So it was a complete waste of time. Now my time's going up again. So I was down to 15 minutes. They just increased it to 24 minutes. How could I be going down, or up, not down? Doesn't make sense. Crafting unlocks at sequence 3. I don't think I'm at sequence 3. What's going on, Space Jam fan? How are you today? Welcome to the stream. Guys, if you send a tip and I don't shout it out, let me know in chat, because right now I have the Pokemon Center queue open, and that's blocking the view of me getting emails for tips. So the only way I would know is if you tell me.
So interested in her.
No more than any other pirate.
It's strange she warrants such infamy. I'm interested to hear the truth of it.
It's not like you to take us on a mission of goodwill without promise of pay.
It's not for amusement, Addy. You know yourself.
Kidding
Kidding
me?
me?
How are we going on? This is absolutely ridiculous. All right, we're almost here.
Why did it randomly lag like that? That's weird. Like my stream buffered in real time.
Very
What the fuck was that about?
good. Yep. 30. I went from 15 to 30 minutes. How nice of them.
Stay at a distance. We don't want to raise their hackles. I'll swim over.
She's in a prison ship near Salt Bank Key.
I have a proposition.
What the hell? Look. So she's on a ship. We have to go the other way. Oh, we have to infiltrate a prison ship for this mission. That's different.
Captain's got the sea.
Need money. Per take. Do fuck everyone else.
If I get in, great. I don't think I'm getting in.
Easy now.
I think that it's all messed up.
Double duty every day this week. There's always something.
May as well.
It's that new prison
None of them
Lieutenant
bullies
Maynard
are any
book.
good.
They say she murdered her own grandfather.
Bloody Maynard. Nothing's ever enough for
The
him.
apple don't fall far from the tree. It's a shame, though, ain't it? She's a pretty little thing.
Oh, I thought I'd... All right.
What the hell? It didn't assassinate him.
This looks right.
Okay, perfect.
She's here somewhere.
It said eliminate corrupt entity. That was the guy I eliminated? Oh. Seriously? That was random. Yeah, that guy was a corrupt entity. Out of nowhere, I got another reward. Look. Okay. Encrypted data file. Don't really care about that. So that was like a double reward. I killed a guy, got a bonus. Okay. Elusive Moose, thanks for $2. Says, ahoy, Captain Phil, swabbed the poop deck. Well, thank you so much, Elusive Moose. If you guys enjoyed today's stream, it would be great if you could support it in some way. My goal today is to open my final 2 packs of Pitch Black cards. And we need to hit some support milestones to do so. So please consider contributing to today's stream.
The new prisoner's a Baldwin.
I don't care who she is. She's a pirate. Then now! Go!
Yeah, press Y, nothing.
Cold-blooded killer.
Of course, he attacks while I'm attacking, so I can't stop him. Interrupts my kick.
My revenge. I got a clear.
I pressed it nothing twice. I love this combat. It's terrible. The combat's fucking terrible, man. They modernized it, and it's worse than the old combat.
He's getting away.
So bad. It really is, because it's so simple, but it doesn't work the way they intend. Like, they think you're going to be able to parry every time, and half the time it doesn't work. Probably because you're always facing the wrong way, because they're always behind you. And the sweep almost never works. You always usually have to use the kick, not the sweep. Okay.
You all right?
And who in blazes are you?
Nothing here? Nope. Okay.
I'm your passage out of here. Quickly.
I don't know you from Blind Bart.
I need a shipwright, and you're in need of better lodgings. That's it, time to go. It's me or the hangman.
You make a fine argument. Lead on.
Thank you, Assassin Gamer, for a super chat.
Careful, British ships!
You
This is good because we're getting ships, I think, for our fleet right now. I think.
Do we board her now, sir?
Last one.
Pull! Reel the lubbers in!
Cantaloupe, is it your intention to literally send single kicks the entirety of my stream today? Because you've been doing it for like 2 straight hours. At this point, there's no way to even track what you've sent. I wonder how much it is. Can't see. I just killed my own guys. What the? Why did he do that? He missed the ship entirely. I can't imagine someone just wanting to sit there on kick sending single kicks all day. But that's what he's doing. Like the entire morning show he did it, and he's doing it now. For like 2 straight hours just been hitting kick, 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 single kick.
She's no slouch.
You're ship proud. I respect that.
She could use some work, if I'm honest. We need your skill. What say
Now
you
he did
to
100
joining
kicks.
us?
You don't mince words, do you? I suppose I could look around, see what...
Where the hell is this? All right, let's just fast travel. Yeah, that way I don't have to sail all the way over there. There we go. So thanks, Cantaloupe, for the 100 kicks. That I can actually count. Your singles I can't.